well thought out, and and I think that's good though, because so much of what people do when they write songs is freestyle, and just say whatever, and that's just fine too. There's 10 million different ways to write a song, but sometimes people get stuck and they get writer's block is what they call it. And I can't write a song and there's nothing coming out. And to me that's because what I believe about that is that there's some emotion that you're holding on to that you're unwilling to go in and look at. So when you surrender for a second and say, what am I thinking? Then it's like you have a place to start. And then it might take you somewhere else. It doesn't really matter where it takes you, but you have a place to start, and you're not, powerless to the idea that you can't write the song today, right? So, your idea about water, is water just the concept that came up?
Yeah, you said that, just like, close your eyes and imagine.
Okay.
Water.
What do you guys believe about water?
You need it to survive.
Okay.
It's one of the few places left on Earth that hasn't been
touched by man.
Well, it's fully explored.
You're talking about the ocean?
Yeah, water, the ocean.
Okay.
Yeah, ocean water specifically.
What do you believe about water? What do you know about water as a concept?
Hydrating.
Water keeps you clean. Water. Right, it's hydrating. Okay. So right when you guys started talking about all this stuff about, relationships came up for me where it's like, it's almost like some guy wrote a song once, he's like, God's been healing down like water. So the idea is like that water is this movable thing that can like move and clean you and purify you and make you cleansed and whole. We baptize people with water in the name of Jesus. It's like, we go to 3 places and we sit and we listen to the water because the water has a sound that's calming and soothing for us, right? So that's the thing. It's like when you're choosing or when you're, noticing concepts, you start to see all these different images in your mind that come up in response to these concepts as well, right? Water in the shower, you got your soap, you got your, what is that, Old Spice, like whatever guys use. I love those guys, so I see what So that's how you do it. That's how you get tapped in to seeing where you're at. If your emotional stagnation is that people leave you, write about the songs about people leaving you and how it makes you feel, right? And what does it mean to you? We'll just start there. What does it mean to you for people to leave you? What does it mean to you in your mind if someone leaves you? What does it mean? What could it mean if people leave you?
They didn't want you in their life, obviously.
Okay. What else could it mean if people leave you?
Or maybe they didn't want, maybe they didn't want themselves in your life because they felt like they were having a negative influence on you. Or
maybe they had to go to work today. Right? Or maybe they had to take their kid to the babysitter, so they had to leave you. Or maybe they left you in the crib because, whatever, you were crying and they didn't feel like hearing you cry. Or so the concept of someone leaving you is bigger than our own personal experience. It's bigger than our emotional tragedy, right? It's bigger than sometimes, they just had to move the car because it was time to get out of the parking lot, so they left you, and you couldn't come. So try to think bigger. Think bigger about that. I read this. The margin. Look at that. Sit down. Oh yeah. Okay. Somebody read the very first passage on the very first page.
When people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. When people see some things as good, other things become bad. Keep reading.
Okay. Anybody tell me what that means? And how it could possibly relate to what we're doing?
It means that when people see some things as beautiful, other things become ugly. When people see some things as good, other things become bad. Kind of the idea of balance, meaning that once you see one side of the spectrum, the other side is going to come with it. So you can't know, like a lot of people say, you can't know what happiness truly is without going through pain.
Okay.
You know, like if you don't know what beautiful is, then you don't know what ugly is.
Okay.
Because everything kind of balances itself out.
Okay. Anybody else? Thoughts? Beautiful and ugly.
Beautiful. Everything's beautiful in its own way. I do.
Okay. What about you? What do you think that practice means?
I almost like you feel like people are judgmental about things.
Rock and roll! Go ahead.
Almost like you can never win. Like, there's no such thing as the best. There's no such thing as this. So like, when you change, yeah, everything changes with it. You know what I mean? Nothing. Almost like nothing stays the same. It's all like what's okay.
What do you think of when you heard it?
I don't know. I think it's saying that even though you figure something out, there's always something else that will come along that makes you stretch forward that you don't know. So every time you figure this out, then you find out you know this. You look at something this way, then you look at something else way different, and how you just figure out that.
It's so beautiful. You guys are. Video camera? Are we recording this now? Yes. Okay.